friends, it's your girl, cybr.grl. I hope you're all doing well. Today I will be showing y'all how to make this candy cup right here. So before this I have made candy, but they were all just single candy. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just, you know, you put beads on a string, tied up, and that's pretty much it. But this was the very first cup that I ever made, and I was really nervous beforehand because it seemed kind of complicated. You know, you kind of have to like weave it through things, and it just seemed difficult. But I managed to figure it out, and it was honestly not so bad. So I wanted to make this video to share the information that I learned in case anybody else wants to learn as well. So let's get into it. Alright, let's get started. So here are the things that you are going to need to make your very own rainbow candy cup. So the very first thing is beads. So I am going to be making a neon rainbow cup. So I have a bunch of neon beads inside of this bucket. Now you can also do other colorways as well with this pattern. You know, it doesn't have to be just rainbow. You could do like pink, yellow, blue, or you could use glittery beads or other color patterns. It doesn't just have to be rainbow, but if you want to, you know, make a neon rainbow one as well, I really recommend the Candy Kids Plur Beads by the Beadery. This is 1.5 pounds, just bucket full of beads, and it was about like $20-something, and it's lasted me a pretty long time. So I definitely recommend it if you want to continue making candy and other candy stuff. So okay, and the next thing that you're gonna need is stretchy string. So I recommend these like fabric covered types. As you can see, they are pretty thick and very stretchy. And I recommend these over other kinds of string because it'll last you a long time and they don't break easily since they have that like extra fabric around the stretchy part. So, you know, if you're looking for string, definitely recommend these kinds. Alright, and so the last thing that you'll need are a pair of scissors. So the very first step is to cut an arm's length of string. So go ahead and T-pose like that. And that's how much you are going to be cutting. So I'll take my scissors and that is an arm's length of string. So now that you have that first string cut, you are going to grab both ends of the string and you are going to grab 2 purple beads and you are going to string 1 purple bead on one string and then another purple bead on the other string. So both strings are going to get 1 purple bead each. And then you're going to hold both the ends of the strings together, grab 1 blue bead, and string it through both of them at the same time. So the opposite of what you just did. And then you're going to go back to that pattern where you had 2 purples, so you're going to do 2 green instead now. So 1 green on one end and 1 green on the other. Push that down, and then you're going to hold them back together again. So you're going to put 1 yellow bead instead now. So push that down and then back to 2 again. So you'll have 2 orange, so 1 on one string and 1 on the other. And then top it off with the pink bead. So you'll put this through both the strings. So basically the pattern was 2 purple, 1 blue, 2 green, 1 yellow, 2 orange, 1 pink. And so you're going to push all of these down to the very bottom. Make sure that the string is straight. And kind of fix the beads so that they are place properly. Kind of tighten it too so that it doesn't get loose. So it's gonna end up looking like this at the very bottom. I stopped right here at this pink bead because this is basically the pattern of my cuff. Just like this one right here, it's pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So that's why it's pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Now, if you're doing a different pattern, like you want your cuff to be thicker, you would just add on more colors following this pattern. Or if you're doing less, you know, you would just do less than this. So now the very next thing is we are going to separate these two strings, and this string right here, the right or your left, it doesn't really matter whichever string you use, but this string right here, you're just going to leave that to the side for now because we are going to take care of this side of the string first. So that one, we'll see you later. We're just gonna take care of this one for now. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one pink bead and you're gonna string it through this string. Now that it's right there, we are going to go through the orange bead that is right next to the pink bead that's right here. That through the orange, and then we are going to take one yellow bead right here and string it through, and then we're going to go through the green bead that's next to that yellow bead, put it through, and then you're going to grab a blue bead, put it through the string, and then you're going to go through that purple bead that's right next to the blue, go through that. So basically what you just did is you filled all those spots in between those beads. So that's this is basically the pattern that we are going to continue doing for the rest of the cuff. So that's pretty much it. And then, since you're already through that purple, you're going to add one purple bead to the string now, and we are going backwards. So what you did just now is you went this way, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Now we're going to go backwards, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, pink. So you put the purple on, you go through that blue that's sticking up. It's sticking up, so you want to go through that one. And since there's a hole in between these two, we're gonna put the green on the string. You're just trying to fill up all the holes, and then go through this yellow, and then put an orange one on top, and then go through back where we started to that pink bead. And so you just filled up the next row of beads right there. So as you are stringing them along, make sure that you are pulling on the beads and the string just to make sure that it's tight enough and not too loose. Now that we are back at that pink, we are going to add a pink bead again, just like we did at the beginning. Go through that, and then back to the orange, through that orange, string on a yellow bead, go through that green one, add on a blue bead to the string, go through the purple, and it's going to be just like that. So I'm going to continue this pattern of adding on a pink, going through the orange, adding on a yellow, going through the green, adding on a blue, going through the purple, and then you add a purple again at the end, and then backwards through blue, add green, through yellow, add orange, and then go through pink and all over again. So let's continue. So now I have filled up this side of the string until it's just like completely short that I can't add any more beads. So what I'm gonna do about that is just use this other string that I haven't touched and do the exact same thing that I did with this string, where I did that pattern of, you know, with each color you add a bead or go through a bead. So I'm gonna do that exact same thing with this string right here. So I'm gonna take a pink, go through the string, go through the orange bead that's next to the pink because it's sticking out, and then I'm going to add a yellow bead to fill on top of that yellow space. And then I'm gonna go through the green that's next to the yellow because it's sticking out. Then I'm gonna add a blue on top because there's a hole right there. Then I'm going to go through the purple bead right here. There you go. And you add in that purple again, so that same exact pattern. Put it on the purple, go through the blue, put on a green, go through the yellow, and you continuously do that until this long string is filled up completely, just like this one right over here. So I completely finished stringing both ends of the string, but it's still not enough for me to wrap around my entire wrist. I'm probably like halfway there right now. So what I did was I cut another arm's length of string. So I did that whole T-pose thing and cut it. And then I'll take one end of the long string that I just cut and one end of the bracelet that I'm working on. And I'm gonna tie this with a loop-de-loop. So I'm gonna hold them both together, tie it around my finger so that it makes a hole. And then I'm going to push through both ends of the string and tighten it like so. And then I am going to do 2 square knots. So square knot is basically just you tying your shoelace. So you just go like that. 1 and 2. So make sure that is very tight and tightened. And then you're gonna just cut off these 2 pieces that are sticking out like that. And then you're just gonna continue where you left off. So you'll take the super long end of the string, add on the pink, go through the orange, add on the yellow, go through the green, and on the blue, go through the purple, go back and put it So yeah, you're basically just gonna do the same exact thing. You just added on more string. Then I'll come back once this is all completely filled in. Cool beans. So I have pretty much filled this entire thing till the amount that I want, so that, you know, it looks like it'll fit my wrist pretty well. So that's where I'm gonna stop. And make sure when you stop building what you're doing, you stop at a point where it's on the complete opposite side of that side. So you see how the short end is poking on top? Make sure that this side that you're building on stops right here, because how you're gonna connect these 2 pieces is basically like a puzzle piece. So if you connect these two like that, it's basically like Tetris. You see, it fills in all of the spaces. Now, if you know these both stopped at the top, it wouldn't fit like that. So make sure you stop it at a point where you're able to do just that. So string on top, string at the bottom, and if you know you fill up this entire long string and it's still not enough, just go ahead and do exactly what you did just now, where you tied on that extra string, cut off another arm's length of string, and like, you know, if you do that, you could literally make a whole entire belt or a headband or something, you know, with this exact pattern. So that's why this pattern is so important for beginners especially. You can end up making so many different things like these. This would actually be cool as like straps for a dress. That would be cool. The possibilities are endless. So back to what I was saying. You're gonna wanna connect these two together. So how you connect them is with this string that you have right over here. So you're gonna close that up, and then you're gonna put it through this purple bead on the other side, and then you're gonna put it through this blue bead on the other side that's sticking out. So you're basically tying it like a shoelace. You're putting the string through all the beads that are sticking out. So this one, this green one right here, and then on the other side, this yellow one, and then on the other side, this orange one, and then you finish off with this one at the top. So you're basically trying to make these two strings meet at the very top together. So look at that! You basically just strung it through all together, and that hole is completely closed now, and it's just a full circle. So since they are both here, to finish it off, a little icing on the cake, you're just gonna take these two strings and tie a square knot just like how you would with a shoelace. So you basically just laced your shoe and now you're tying it. So you're gonna tie that about, do that like 4 times just to make sure that it's not going to break. 2, was that 2 or? I don't know what. 3 and 4. Alright, so now that you did 4 knots, just gonna cut off these 2 ends. And that is it! That is your completed rainbow candy cup. Oh my gosh! It's so cute! Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I love it! Oh, Enzo! Stop! Oh my goodness. Enzo, Kai, what are you doing? Please don't. Oh my... What? Oh, jeez Louise. Hi. Hi. Hello. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that is the completed candy cup. I hope that this was easy to understand and that you are able to make your very own. It wasn't too bad, wasn't it? Like, I feel like it was pretty straightforward. You just pretty much do the same pattern again and again until you make this whole entire thing. You wanna say bye?
Bye.
Would you like to have a bite of this candy cup? It's very delicious.
It's not in food.
Good boy.